guess, yeah, it's running.
Cool. So I'll share my screen here. So with Cloud Engine, do you guys remember that it runs under some concepts that are what you see is what you get and
Yes.
selection action? Yes. Question, Melchor, or
No,
you're good?
all good, all good.
Okay. So publishing is driven by the same concepts, if I can say so. So if I have a clipping box, or I have a reduced number of points, or if I've got objects that are hidden, they won't publish or they won't be visible for the publishing. So I'll show you how I work for my publish, and then you guys can do whatever you want. But so I've got this loading dock here. It's a steel project, but it does make sense. And I'd like to publish this project. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll check the number of points that I have showing up here. So I'll go under points, I'll go under details, and then I'll look at my number of points. So if I want to have just a few points, I can, but it does impact on the resolution and also the rendering. So if I don't have a lot of points, then resolution it's going to look like it's going to be a bunch of tiles and it's kind of choppy, and it may not look super good or super nice. If I have too many points, then it's going to lag because it's got to, upload these points and they come in as layers. So every time you orbit, you see like the layers of points come back to life. So I think we get a warning when we go above 1 million point, sorry, 100 million points. But typically I try to publish, around 40 to 80 and it works pretty well. It's pretty decent for rendering. So we can come here. You guys know how to adjust the number of points. We'll keep it low for now, just for time concerns here, so it doesn't compute too long when we're going to publish. So I'll set this ahead of time, because then when I'll move over to a sharing page, you can't select how much points you want to export. You can only select if you want a small, medium, or large number of points. And that doesn't really tell me how much out of, if I had 30 million visible, how much is medium, how much is small. I don't really know. So I like to drive it before, decide on how many points I want to publish, and then I say publish all visible points, and I drive it like that. So you'll see in a few seconds. The way it works when we want to share, we click on the share tab. The first thing we might want to check is where do we want to share this data. So if we click on the first icon here on the left, we can either publish on a Microsoft Azure cloud. So this is a subscription that you have to pay. See it like if you rent a room at the hotel. So if you were to call me up and say, GP, we'd like to have a Microsoft Azure server to publish our data, I'll give you a price on a yearly subscription, and then Trimble Cloud Engine is going to handle, preparing the Azure server, getting you your web address, and then setting up all the things. So it's like you rent the room at the hotel, you have the key and you can use the room. It's the same that we have here with the Azure server. Or you can choose to publish locally. This is free of charge. This is pretty cool, where you can just use the Trimble Explorer plugin, install it, and anybody that has access to the published data can see it in the Trimble Explorer. So I was set to publish on our Azure server. I've switched it to our Bloom Explorer, and you can define where you want to publish this data. So I publish the data in one folder that's synced with my OneDrive, and I put everything in there. So then if I share this OneDrive link to people, they have access to everything that's under the folder.
That's good.
All right, so I'm set to the Bloom Explorer, which is what we're looking to do. And one thing I'm going to do, if we just leave it as is and make it publish in one of the folder we've selected, it's going to create the published data with a name that doesn't make sense. It's just a bunch of letters, numbers, all stacked, and you're like, what's this project all about? So I'll show you the file structure here. So under my OneDrive, I publish my Cloud Engine projects under this folder here, Trimble Cloud Engine shared projects. And you can see this is a published project, but I don't know what this project is all about because it's got this weird looking name. So if we want to be structured, I can create before we publish something a folder. I'll call it Melcher for now. And then I can say, all right, here, I'm not just going to publish in my root folder. I'm going to go to the Melcher folder here. And this is where I'm going to publish the data or send that weird looking name, but at least I know what I'm looking, where it's going to be located. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've set the location where I want to publish the data. Now I'm ready to start working on publishing data. So I'll select the publish option here, and then we will move over to the publish section here. So a few things. If you want to have the 360 images published to be able to go inside the 360 bubbles and look around and see the images, your raw scans need to be visible. So when we create optimized nodes, the raw scans get unloaded, right? So the points are unloaded, but the scans are still visible. There's a little, I hope you guys get that, but and I know it because I can see the scan locations. So if I see the scan locations, the 360 images are going to get published. If I hide my scans, I won't have any 360 images published. I'm only going to have the point cloud from my optimized node. So if you want to have the 360 images, you need to make sure that your raw scans are visible. Yes, they are unloaded. We don't have any points, but the 360 images are visible. And you could drill it down. Let's say you just want to have one or two or a couple of stations. If you hide them, you remember Cloud Engine is what you see is what you get. So if I don't see 1, 2, and 3, I'm only going to be publishing 3 and 4 for the 360 images. So that's the first thing you want to check. Am I publishing the 360 images or not? The second thing that you want to check, do I want to publish the model? Maybe I'd like to have the model also rendered in my 360 images. So if you want to, you can make it visible. And last but not least, well, what object do you want to publish? So I want to publish the object that's called loading dock that I set to 1.4 million points, right? So I'm going to make sure I select it. You remember another concept of Cloud Engine is selection action. What do you want to publish? Select it and then run the action. So I want to publish the loading dock. And you see, this is, oh, it's improved. Now we have at least the number of points that are visible. I think we had it, but I'm not sure. But, you know, if I choose small, how much point of 1 million is being exported? I don't know. I like to control how many points I export. So I set it up front, like I say, and I go all visible points. And now I know that I'm exporting 1.1 million point. And this is what I want to publish. You can set your view. So to publish with the home view. So this, when you click on it, it will reset your model and publish it as is. So what this does, it resets the pivot point to be in the center, which makes sense. If you don't do this, or you don't reset your view before you publish, you might have a pivot or a rotation point in the corner or elsewhere, and then it becomes really weird when you're in the Explorer and you're orbiting over a corner of a building. It can be a little bit confusing. And I'm going to be publishing everything that we see here at the moment, okay? So you can decide if you want to publish, you know, from front view, right view, but I usually publish from this view, the home view with the pivot center in the middle of the view. So we're going to be pivoting around this area. And I'll do something here. I don't really need all of this here. I just need this area. So you guys remember what you see is what you get. I'm just going to toggle a clipping box here. So I'll go back to share, publish. I'll reset the view. Now this is what's going to be published with the pivot center or the pivot point in the middle. So hit the home button here. One of the options that we have here is render the CAD in the 360 image. So I have my model that's visible. I could publish it as is, and then I would see it in my published data. But I could also ask the software to render it in my 360 images, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do it so I can show you the results. If you guys had like multiple Cloud Engine licenses and you want to share the project or have people be capable of grabbing the published data and use it inside Cloud Engine, you could say that you want to attach the BCEX, which is a Cloud Engine package, to the export. I don't think this is the case, so we're not going to check it. And you'd be ready to publish. But you see, we did quite a few steps before we hit publish. We made sure that we were publishing to our local drive under a specific folder if we want to structure our publishing. Made sure that I adjusted my number of points that I was going to be publishing. Made sure that if I want to see the 360 images, I need my raw scans to be visible. If I want the model to be published, I make sure the model is visible. And if I want to render the 360 images, I check it, and I will also set the view that I wish to publish. Now that we are ready, make sure that your loading dock is selected, and you're going to click on Publish. So it's going to bundle the data or prepare the data for the publish. It's going to take, the first time you do it, it's going to take a bit more time because it's going to render the 360 images. It's going to put the CAD model in there. It's going to prepare the points. And when it's done, it's going to open up in your web browser. So the web browser is just for a preview. It's not been published yet. It's just for you to preview, to review if you like the number of points that you have. Do you have access to the 360 images? Did you reset your view or you forgot and now you've got this pivot point that's in outer space and it's really confusing when you're trying to orbit. So this is what the browser view allows us to do, is to check it before we officially publish it.
John. I managed to go on this part, and the beauty of it is like when you click on that circle points video, you go on that area, and then you click on the other side, you go on that area.
Yes.
It's a nice interface. The only thing that I don't get is like you optimize, right? That's when you optimize, we clean that one, like we take out all the one we
Yes.
don't need and stuff like that. It doesn't give that. The one he gave is like a video picture, like a picture taken from the scan. It's not the clean one. You understand what I mean? Like,
Not sure.
let's say we took the optimized data, right?
Yep.
On that optimized data, I usually clean all the stuff, like the one I don't need. But when I publish this way, those clean one, it's still there. It's still showing. But anyway, maybe we can see it
Maybe
later.
we can look. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
at the end of we can stop the recording and you can share your screen and show me uh, what you're talking about. So like I mentioned, the first time you publish, it takes a little bit more time as it has to render the 360 images. And then if we realize we did a mistake or we want to raise the number of points before we publish it officially, the second time around, it's a little bit quicker because the 360 images have been rendered.
Yeah. There you go.
So like I said, depending on if we decide to render our model in the 360 images, this is going to lengthen the time, but I want to do it to show you guys. But if I would have left that unchecked, the process would have been a little bit faster, and we would have only gotten the 360 images without the model embedded in them. So.
The other thing that I encounter is like after this recording, we have the file or the link it's given from uh, Explorer. I
Yep.
try to copy that one and send it to someone else, like for them to show or to view. It won't give us. It doesn't. He cannot see the images.
You need to send him what's under your published folder. You need to send him this file here or the folder. So you see I've got 2100 Kunar.
Mm-hmm.
Under that folder, I have this weird looking name.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I create folders now instead of having a bunch of these files where I can't understand where's my 2100 Kunar. So if I take this and I send it over to you, Melcher, you put it on your C drive and you fire Trimble Explorer and you point to that drive, you're going to see this project. This is what you got to share.
So I will share this folder and the link coming
And
from the
the
Explorer. Yeah.
executable, yeah, the link to get the executable file installed on the computer.
Okay, so that's what I'm missing in my
Yes.
case.
So when this is the Trimble Explorer, this is free and you can download it from the online help. So, and it's, you don't need to have Cloud Engine to access the online help. So you can send the link, they'll install that Trimble Explorer and this is what's going to allow me to view those projects. So where are my projects stored?
Yep.
They're on OneDrive, survey, cancel survey equipment, Trimble Cloud Engine shared projects. This is where I'm pointing into. So when I go to projects, apply. Why is this not working? Accept, apply.
Yeah,
apply.
this is the problem that I have. It doesn't work. Oh, there you go. How did you?
No, this is I'm on my Azer server now, which is not where I want to be going.
Yeah, the other thing is like when you press publish on Trimble Cloud, you don't have the location where is it going yet, right?
Well, you decide where. I told it to go to my OneDrive
And
Melchior.
Melchior, right?
This is where it's going to be going when I hit publish, but why is this not working? 520305. Was there an update that I'm not running? And that's Trimble Cloud Engine, online help, software downloads. Ooh, I have a very old version. That might be your problem too, Melcher.
Okay.
So I'll update mine here and hopefully this fixes the issue. I already have it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kill it. Yeah, I'm asking my computer to do a few things here. I'm asking him to render 360 images and install a.
Yeah, slow down.
Yeah, so here we go. I'm installing the latest version. All right, so
there you go. It's
a
done.
few things happened here. So this would be the Explorer. You tell it where you want to go. You say apply, and then if you go,
Not working.
this is interesting. Okay, sorry guys, I'll get back to this. I don't know what's going on. So our publish here
Let's finish.
has finished. So we have a new object here that says publish data, where I have my 360 views. So those are my images. And then because I was set the loading dock, it creates the object called loading dock.
Mm-hmm.
And in my Google Chrome, it started this project here. So I'm just under a regular tab. So you can't send this and pass this over. This is not going to work.
It's
We're
not
just
working.
checking if we've got everything. I have 360 images. Yes, I have the bubbles. I can click on it and I can jump into the 360 view. And oh yes, my model
Yeah.
was rendered in the image. When we went to scan, this model was not there, but it was rendered in the 360 image. And then you can go from one station to the other station and check your stuff. You can see the point cloud if you want, and you can, as you can see, we reduced the number of points significantly, so we still have a good, general idea of where things are, but maybe not enough to design or to do some stuff. So yes, I like what I'm seeing. I can see that it's rotating or orbiting from the center, so this means my view was reset properly. But one thing I also like to change is our thumbnail here. As you can see, it's from its side view and sometimes it doesn't show up. So after it's been sent here, I go back to Cloud Engine. And when I'm looking at some buildings like this, I go to top view and I right click on my published object down here and I say thumbnail. So this is going to place this little image in my view here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to refresh. So I'll hit refresh. Now you see how my things are getting displayed. I have my view as a homed view in an oblique perspective, which is what I like or I want to see. And then I have my thumbnail from a top view, which
Mm-hmm.
is a little bit easier because it looks like a plan. We can view it from the top and say, I want to be going in this sector. You click on it and there you go. You're in that sector and you're looking in that direction. So if you have north and east and west, it makes sense now that we've got this map from a top view. So
Yeah.
if you're happy with the number of points, with your thumbnail, with your stations being available, now we are ready to send it over or make it officially published.
Mm-hmm.
So I can close this. If I had to redo anything, what I would do is come back to or leave it there and increase the points, and I click on publish again, and it's just going to run through the same process and update this guy here. But now I'm ready to publish. So
That's it. Some more.
I'll
Okay,
go
so
to
the upload.
upload here, and because I've set it ahead of
That's the
time,
directory. Okay.
it's
How did you
telling me
manage to put in that directory again? Sorry.
it was with this here. So under web,
Okay.
this is
Ah,
where you
okay. Okay.
browse. So I'm publishing locally, but because I have an Azer server, I can switch to Azer and publish it on the web.
Okay. Okay.
So I can double check where this is going. Cloud Engine shared projects, Melchor, I'm ready. You guys remember Cloud Engine is a selection action software. So if I leave it as is and I say upload, I'm only going to upload the loading dock. I won't have the images. Those are the images. So if you want to publish everything, make sure you choose the object that contains the rest. So publish data, upload. So it's going to process the files and give me some data. This was pretty quick. Is it done? Let's go and see under my Cloud Engine shared projects under
Sure.
Melchor.
There
Yes,
you
I
go.
do have a weird looking name of published data. But now I have a bug with my.
That's the next step.
Oh, there
it
we
worked.
go. It worked, but
Well, what happened?
yes, it's okay. It did work. But I would like to, because it's it's drilled down to your folder, but what I want to show is if I choose the general folder here and I say apply, now I have all of my projects that are under the Trimble shared projects. All of these guys now,
Just inside.
because I've set it to like a higher folder, it will take everything that's underneath.
Mm.
So my Kunar is there, my Forma Plus is there, EMS, STM Belchas. So if I look at them, you see I got yours, training day one. Right here, I've got 21 Kunar, I've got STM Belchas, so they're all there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can click on the tile. And if I did it right, I should have a top view here and a oblique view right here. And I can click on it and I'll see exactly what I was seeing in my Chrome browser before we did this.
So then the person, let's say I'm going to share the file.
Mm-hmm.
The person who going to view this model is need to have a Trimble Explorer installed on his computer, right?
Yes. Yes.
If I have this one on the cloud, like the one you have there, then they can view it from the Explorer Chrome browser, right?
Nope.
They
Everything.
still.
So, just want to make sure I understand your question here. So what we've done up to now is publish the data locally on premise. If you want to share it with people, they need to use a Trimble Explorer. They need to have the published data in one of
Yes.
their folder on their computer, and they'll be able to
Uh,
see everything.
okay, so they need the Trimble Explorer, I guess,
Yes, they need the
to view.
Trimble. This is free, but it's on premise. If
Okay.
you're like, this is too much of a pain for our guys, or we have this large company and we don't want to deploy Trimble Explorer on all of the computers and it's a bit of a pain,
Mm-hmm.
then you can go and have an Azure server set up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our public page or showcase page here, but you guys would have your domain name, and then it's driven with Windows credentials. So when I click on login here, it's using my credentials that I take to unlock my computer,
Mm-hmm.
and then I could see I could be given permission to view specific projects.
Okay. Okay.
But
Gotcha.
so then if I put this here in the chat, you guys can reach our showcase page, but you can only reach the showcase page.
Okay.
So
So this is we have to subscribe on it, right?
this is
Yeah.
it's a payable service, or it's a billable service. It's a subscription that you purchase.
Okay. Gotcha.
But it's the same interface. If I jump into this one's the loading dock, right? So if I go
Mm.
to this is this is not yours. It's a thing I use for demo purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it's the same interface, the same tiles, the same buttons. The other option we have is the capability to download this data in our CP format
Revit.
or Revit or AutoCAD.
So the same procedure, right? The only difference is we can switch on uh, when you go back on Trimble Cloud. It's going to be the same procedure. We're just going to go on the
Yes,
web, and then we're
yes,
going to change to
exactly. So
online.
if
Okay.
I wanted to publish this on the web, I'd go to my Azure server.
Yeah.
I would set which container, because you got three containers. So this is mine. So this showcase is open to everybody. And then I have three separate containers. So if I say I want to publish this into this container, then I put it there. I would say upload, and then it's going to publish it to the web.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I would need to give you guys permissions. If I come back here, I say login. I'm already logged in my computer, so it's going to go. So I would have your project here, and then I could click on it. Oh, sorry about that. Settings under the C1 container. I would need to give you permission.
And then I can share how do you share this one here?
Well, I would send you the link,
Ah,
and when you click login and you'd go under settings, you would be able to move from one to the for a container that you have permissions over it.
okay. Gotcha. It's good.
It's good. Let's go back to
How much this
projects.
one cost per year?
I'll ask your account manager to
Okay.
confirm the pricing. It's a couple of thousand.
Okay.
4,500, 5,000, something like that. Ballpark.
And it's unlimited
It's 300
size.
gigabytes,
300.
but the published data is super compressed. So what we just published from Cloud Engine
Mm-hmm.
is 336 megabytes. It's very small.
Yeah, that's good.
So all of my published projects, I don't know, they add up to what size. So 47 gigabytes, sorry, for all of my published projects. So when I come back here, all of these guys add up to 50 gigabytes, let's say. And this is just one container. You have, or it's 50 gigabytes, but you have 3 containers of 100 megabytes each. So plenty of space. And when you're done, you can just, whoops, that's not what I need to do. You say right click and you say delete project.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
And you're
Okay. That's good.
So that's how you publish. You noticed in some of my projects, I had a few thumbnails. I
Mm-hmm.
can publish a lot of views if I want, or different views. So if I was to just publish this wall without the model, and I got CAD data, I don't want CAD data, I just want to publish this here.
Mm.
Well, I can select it. I can go to publish. I don't know how many points we got here, but I'll just go with publish. I don't want to render the images. So this is going to add another tile. So now I'll have 2 tiles, and I forgot to reset my view. See, I still do what I say, not what I do. Then I might have a weird rotation point because I forgot to set my view, but you see it was a lot quicker. I didn't have, were my station visible? Yeah, it's not. My scans are visible, but whoa, sorry about that, guys. Jumping around here. Let's hit a 5.
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm missing my
Yeah, there, that one. It's
yeah,
not
I
showing.
don't have my scans. Why? Because I didn't click this. Render CAD in 360 image. Render CAD in 3.
Yeah, before you have that check.
No, I don't need to do this. I don't have a. This is weird. Anywho, so I can go to top view. You guys remember? I can say thumbnail. Now you see the difference. This one has been uploaded, so the cloud is filled. This one's still sitting locally, right? Or I haven't officially published it. So I don't like what I'm seeing. Like I said, I'm missing my scans, but at least I got the top view here. I should view my 360 images. We'll just disregard for now. And then I can go back to upload, and either I select the new object or select the main object, and it's just gonna update the publishing. So it's actually syncing. And then if I go back to my Explorer, to our training day 1, I now have 2 thumbnails. So I could go to the second one and have this.
Yeah, I tried to clean up all those stuff, like the stairs there.
Yep.
The guy, I remove all the stuff, and then when I go publish this, it's still showing up on on the publish one,
You're you're
or
not
maybe
either you're
yeah.
not deleting the points, or you got the raw scans visible, or there's
Oh,
something that's or the raw scans visible and loaded. Now they're unloaded because they're grayed out, but
mhm,
you have something's
okay.
not
Maybe the
right.
row scan is on. It's like two at the same time. I have the optimized one, and then I have the row scan.
Okay.
Okay. I think we could move on the um, add-ons, uh, importing from Revit to from Trimble Cloud to Revit and Revit to Trimble
Yep.
Cloud.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I just ran another, and it's not publishing. All right.
That doesn't work.
All right. So the add-on that you can get from the online help. We'll close the online help here. Cloud Engine, online help, software downloads, the plugins for AutoCAD. They work with AutoCAD, Revit, and Navisworks.
Yes.
You need to have both AutoCAD or the Autodesk product and Cloud Engine on the same computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have both on the same computer, then you can use the plugin to exchange data back and forth.
Mhm.
I can start my AutoCAD if we want to try it.
Let's do it on Revit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we have Revit there. And the beauty of it's like the one I saw in video is like once he modifies something from Revit, and then you just repress on the other side, and it's come out easily. It's the same.
I don't think it's a sync tool where if you delete something in Revit, it automatically deletes in Cloud Engine. The purpose of the plugin is just to exchange the data from one platform to the other platform.
I saw that on video, but yeah, let's see.
I don't know what I'm doing. You'll see that I can be
No,
very
it's good.
dangerous in
It's all good.
Revit. It's not the software I master. So the way the plugin works is what you see is what you get.
Yes. Yeah.
So if I have this object visible here with 17 million points, let's bring it down for time saving purposes here. So I'm viewing 174,000 points, and this is what I'd like to see in Revit. You go to add-ins, you got the Trimble Connect.
Yes.
Trimble connector, is this the one? Yes, this is the one. Let me move it over to this screen here.
Yeah.
And then you can grab the data from Cloud Engine. You can either choose to reduce your number of points or say load the maximum, and you click on import. And then it's Trimble Cloud Engine is going to bundle it up for you in a recap format and bring it over in Revit. Status, it's connected. Like I said, I can be dangerous in I'm not an expert in Revit, but usually it comes in.
Should be here, right?
I don't know why it's not coming in. Let's see if I can just create a new project. Imperial, multidisciplinary. All right, this looks better here. And then if I go to view, 3D view, and now if I try to use the add-in, this should work.
There you go.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't know a whole lot in Revit, and I think it didn't open up the right. I sometimes do it in demos. There we go.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, there it goes. So it bundled it up as an RCP format and attached it to Revit.
So whatever open on the, we didn't do the link, right? We just, it's automatically link. Whatever open on Trimble Cloud,
What you
that's what
see
it
is what
takes.
you get.
Yeah.
Yes. What you see is what you get.
Okay. Can we do reverse, like the one from Revit bringing in into Trimble Cloud?
Well, I would need to have something modeled.
Yep.
And then I could go to the connect here and say, oops, export what we're seeing here, and it's
Yeah.
gonna go over to Trimble
Yeah.
Cloud Engine.
I tried that part. It doesn't work on my side. I don't know why. I have the same pattern that you have there.
Okay. Shared coordinates is something that we have to master with Revit. And if you're going to do this, are you in a local or close to 0, or you're like geo-referenced?
Local.
Hmm?
0, local.
0.
Mm-hmm. Same
Okay.
thing in.
Maybe you need to adjust if you're going with internal or project coordinates.
Mm.
But if you're local, it shouldn't have an impact. I don't know if I can try to be like super dangerous here and model something.
Yeah, just play something.
All right, escape. Ooh, I got something. Add-ins.
You have to select. Are you still in command? Try escape. Yeah.
Connect. Let's see if I can be dangerous. Export.
Yeah. Doesn't show up or.
don't know what version I have of the plugin. Probably deep.
We could try as well in CAD if you're more comfortable with that.
I was able to do something, so I guess this is an object you can export. I don't.
Maybe you have to select as well.
That's what I was gonna do here, or is it selected or not? This. Okay, I'll check with the engineers at Trimble.
Yeah.
See what's not working. Something's not right.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Can we try in CAD as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Just taking a note here.
In CAD, you can bring in 2D file as well, right? Or just only 3D file in CAD. Let's say you're bringing in Trimble Cloud the 2D image in AutoCAD. Is that
In AutoCAD, to be able to view point clouds, you need to open up a 3D template. So I've got my template.
3D.
I've got my template open. I'm gonna go to add-ins, Trimble CE Connect. I'm gonna get from Cloud Engine.
You turn off the plane in lines, so it's not gonna be imported the plane in lines.
Yep. So I'm gonna bring in. It bundles it up as an RCS or RCP file, and it attaches it as a reference file. Where is it? Oops. It's far from 0. I think this is why it's not liking it. All right.
That's pretty fast, actually. You just press the button and that came out.
Just gonna do a few things, right? So I got a line and a circle, add in connect, export all visible items, wireframed elements, say export.
Came out. No.
Do I need to select them? I
bringing
think you
in a
discovered a
problem.
bug. I'll touch base with the engineers and I'll follow up with you guys on this one. Okay. Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you. Can you try and solid model as well in CAD? Let's say you have something in when you go AutoCAD file, maybe create one, not lines, but extrude a rectangle or something. Yeah. Create some solid items.
Oh boy. I'm not a CAD person. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm being
No, you
sorry
just
about that,
actually
guys.
no, you're just clicking on the side of the thing. That's why. Or you can just click on that circle and type in extrude. Oh yeah, there you have it there. Yeah, extrude. There you go. Okay, that's good. Probably bringing in is the problem. Yeah, doesn't work.
33822, I think, is what's the latest? No, it's
Oh,
37. Maybe I need to update my plugins, but
okay.
no, I'm ahead of them because I'm running beta versions. So 5.1, 37, I'm 5.2, 38, 30, 22. So I'm ahead. So I'm not lagging. My connectors are even, because I'm using a beta version there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'll have to check that out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks again for bringing this up. Okay.
Yeah. So that's good. Mm. Okay. You have any other question, Kartik, or? Left. Okay. Hey, everyone's need to go on the meeting. So
Yeah, everyone sneaked away, but you have the recording.
you have to record.
Download the recording
Yeah.
and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll follow up with you. I'll circle back with you for that issue.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, JP. I want to
Welcome,
take up
Melcher.
much of your time. Yeah.
You have a great day.
You too. See ya.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.